Good morning, everybody. Lee here, Theme Park Ohana. Very early morning for me today. I'm on my way to drop off a stroller. I'm also we had some requests for me to do some of the off-site areas on Disney, and that's gonna be today. We're gonna check out the speedways and the difference of how you can save some price, save some money while you're on your Disney vacation. Don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the video. If you need a stroller rental while you're here in Orlando, got a great offer for you at the end of the video. And basically, I stopped here to show you what the gas prices are here in St. Cloud, my hometown. $2.69 a gallon. As I'm filling up, oh, it's already stopped. I'm already full. I can get on my way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop into, that's funny, pop into Pop Century's gift shop, show you some of the pricing on like the beer and stuff. And then we'll head to Speedway and I'll show you the difference. You'll save a lot of money, even if you just want to get beer for the pool, because at Disney you are allowed to bring in outside alcoholic beverages. Now, good to note, if you are going to bring outside alcohol beverages to the pool areas, it has to be in a can. You can't do bottles. So make sure you're buying cans if you're going to be doing that route. So almost all of the gift shops now open at 7 a.m. and that's even for when you get your quick service. Now say you drove and you want to get a quick start to the morning and get out earlier, you really can't stop here for a snack, or you can't even get any quick service meals. So this is another good thing about the speedways. They're open 24 hours. So you could always stop at one on your way out. This is only if you're driving, or if you're going to take an Uber to the parks, maybe, I don't know if they would stop there or not. Probably not. But if you're driving and you were starting before 7 a.m. and you wanted to stop and get some snacks, something to eat, it's a viable option. So I totally relearned something today that I totally forgot about. Pop Century, actually the beer and drinks are inside with the quick service. And there was a lot of people in there getting their breakfast, so I didn't want to bother them. So I just hopped over to Caribbean Beach, which is right next door, to get my control prices. Oh, bother. How this one doesn't open until 8 a.m. All right, guess I'm moving on to another resort. It's crazy. I was up all night thinking about this, had it all planned out in my head, and it's going horribly, horribly wrong. But I promise I will show you guys how to save some money today. So finally, third time's the charm. I'm at Beach Club. I can finally see some prices, like bottles of water, 20-ounce bottle of Dasani, $3.50, Smart Water's $5.50. The sodas are $4.19 each for a 20-ounce. Iced tea is $4.19. Monsters are over $5. Powerade's over $4, $4.69. And then the beer, we're really gonna find some savings. For a 6-pack of Miller Lite or Coors Light, 16, actually all of them, but Miller Coors, $16.50. Pints or 16-ounce cans are all between $8 and $10. Bottles of wine are around $19 to $20. Glasses of wine are about $9. I'm surprised these aren't more. Pints of ice cream are $5.99. Ice cream bars are $5.69. On-the-go sandwiches are $10.49. I have a couple different ones here. And most of the quick service places will have different sandwiches, on-the-go sandwiches. Like here's like a grilled chicken, a caprese, a roast beef. And I'll show you the prices of some of the speedways. You're gonna be pretty interested. Okay, so now we have somewhat of a base for prices. Sadly, a lot of the resorts, if you're stuck with using Disney transportation, you're kind of stuck with those prices unless you do like a Postmates or Instacart, where you order from like, DoorDash does it too, where you order from Walmart or Publix and have it delivered to the resort. That will save you money, but there is a fee involved with that. I've never done that. I'm not sure exactly what the fees are. I would imagine probably between $10 to $20. They're just ballparking it. I know from doing like Walmart grocery deliveries, because on the side sometimes I'll do DoorDash and Uber. From doing Walmart groceries, before the tip is generally $6, something like that. But the tip is shown up front, so you want to make sure you're giving a tip, because if not, a lot of people will pass over your order and you end up waiting longer. So just some things to note. So we will start with the Speedway that is over by the Boardwalk Resorts, or the Epcot Resorts, I'm sorry. This is right across the street from the Boardwalk. That's why I said Boardwalk. Now, this one, for instance, you could actually walk to if you're staying at some of the resorts. So if you're staying at any of the Epcot resorts, like Boardwalk, Yacht, Beach, Swan, Dolphin, you can actually walk to this Speedway. Depending on which resort you're staying at, it's quite a bit of a walk, because it's basically you have to leave the Boardwalk to walk over here. So basically you can walk from the Boardwalk to the Speedway if you wanted to, if you had time, if you wanted to kill some time, save some money. And basically, if you're staying at the other resorts, you have to walk to the Boardwalk, then come across to the Speedway. Now, cases of water here are $6.99, and cases of soda are $6.49. A little bit pricey, but still not as pricey as Disney prices. So if this is the only place you can get to, it saves you a little bit of money. But this is where you see a lot of the savings. Like a 12-pack of Miller Lite is $13.49. If you remember, the 6-packs at Disney were $16. So you can get a 12-pack for less than a 6-pack here at Speedway. And, you know, my favorite, Yingling, $12.49 for a 12-pack. Remember, you're taking it to the pool, no bottles, stick with the cans. Let's say, for instance, 20-ounce Cokes, which are $4.19 over at Disney property. You're going to get here for $2.29. Actually, they're running the deal 3 for $5.50. Significant savings there. Powerades, 3 for $4. Remember, they were over $4, $4.69 at Disney, and you can get 3 of them for $4 here at Speedway. The energy drinks are much cheaper as well at $3.29, opposed to, I think it was $6 at Disney, $5.79, something like that. And they generally have deals going too, like the Monsters are 3 for $5.75, where over at Beach Club I showed you, you can only get 1 for that price. And pints of ice cream are going to save you $2 a pint. And much of the bars are $2 to $3 cheaper than they were over at Disney. So this Speedway is one of the smaller ones. It has a very small beverage area where you get slushies for 99 cents. They have coffees, they have different hot dogs and taquitos. And they do have some small sandwich samplings. And you'll see down here it's like $2.99, $4.49. They have a lot more to offer. And this particular Speedway has a car wash as well. So if you're getting gas here, if you drove and your car's really dirty from the drive, you can also get a car wash. It's around on the other side of the building. So here's a look at the car wash, and they have 3 different levels, $8, $9, and $10 car washes here. Remember I stopped at my Murphy's, and now that Murphy's is the cheapest place to get gas in my town? Here, $2.71 at the Speedway by the Boardwalk, and it was $2.69 in St. Cloud, so really no price gouging going on here. So now we're gonna head to the Speedway over by Disney Springs. Now, this is the second biggest Speedway on Disney property. The gas is a little more expensive here. $2.75. I love this giant sign. It's basically like an old gas pump. Pretty cool. This one has a lot more pumps, a lot easier to use. This one you can only get to by car. There's no walking here. Maybe you can walk from Disney Springs. I wouldn't really quite sure know how. Maybe if you walk across that bridge over there, come to this garage and you can cut over, but that's a little much. But no car wash. I'll just give you a kind of quick look inside. Now this one is a little bit bigger as far as food goes, because in these cases they'll have hot sandwiches, pizza. They don't have them right now. They have some breakfast sandwiches going on. So a little more food options here at this one. And you can get a milkshake. Oh, protein shakes too. So since we're already over this way, I'm going to show you some other tips and tricks as far as getting food. Right down this way, when you exit Disney Springs, is 535, and there's a plethora of fast food service places that offer delivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, and I've delivered like Chick-fil-A and stuff to resorts. Saves you some money. My only advice is, if you do go that route, be ready to meet them at the lobby when they get there, and also tip well, because the drivers know what you're tipping. You want to be the one that tips decent, because you get your food. One, you get your food faster. Two, it's more likely someone's going to accept the delivery and you're not waiting as long. So also that makes it even faster. So just some tips. How well you could read the signs, but just right here. Now, I forgot to mention, it was 3 minutes from Speedway to Speedway, with another basically a little under 3 minutes to get here outside of Disney Springs. And here they got Red Lobster, Perkins, Taco Bell, they got a Moe's, they got Johnny's Hideaway, Flipper's Pizza, Fuddruckers, TGI Fridays, Firehouse Subs, Buffalo Wild Wings. They have a Taco Bell. Behind me is a McDonald's. There's a Perkins, there's an Uno. Many of these places do DoorDash, and they also do Uber Eats. So it's not very far of a distance if you want to order food and save some money. And just like I said before, make sure you're tipping well. So that way you get your food fast, and more drivers are accepting your deliveries. It's also interesting to note, if you come out of Disney Springs, make this right, and put you on 535. Basically, your second light right here, the one coming up, is Vineland Avenue. You make a left here, you go to the Vineland International Premium Outlets. It's only about 1 mile, 2 miles down the road to the left here. So basically, right past the Vineland Avenue, not even another half a mile, you got a Chick-fil-A right here. And I forgot it was Sunday. I wanted a Chick-fil-A biscuit sandwich. I pulled up to the drive-thru, like, we're closed. I'm like, why are they closed? And I'm like, oh, duh, it's Sunday. And as I turn around, there's also a Wendy's. So there are a lot, and they both do DoorDash and Uber Eats. Very close to Disney property. Again, an easy way to save some money, especially since Disney dining is tough right now. It's tough to get reservations. So maybe even if you just do like a half day at the park, come home, do lunch from one of these places, and then spend your money a little more on a better dinner, instead of trying to get lunch and dinner in the parks, which is kind of difficult right now, especially with the limited capacity and a lot of the restaurants that are still closed. Like, take Magic Kingdom, for instance. Casey's is still closed, the Diamond Horseshoe is still closed, Columbia Harbor House is still closed, Cheshire Cat Stand still closed. So there's not a great amount of opportunities to grab dining, and a lot of those quick services, like I showed you guys when we were at Magic Kingdom the other day at Pinocchio's Harbor House, there was crowds of people waiting to get food. I'm sure it took at least 30-40 minutes. So just an option, just some advice for you guys if you guys are trying to save money and, you know, eat on your time. You know, you get where I'm going with this. But now it's time to go to the final Speedway, which is the one by Magic Kingdom. And I got some, and that's one of the newer ones. It was rebuilt about 2 years ago. And it's a beautiful Speedway. And there's also some tricks and tips I have for you for that one. Okay, so you want to save money eating at Magic Kingdom. This is the best way to save money eating at Magic Kingdom. The first thing you have to do is go through the ticket booth. So just follow with me here. Stick with me. Trust Lee. next is stick to the left towards the Car Care Center. Basically what this is gonna do is, oh, it's closed. All right, generally that Car Care Center road is open. You can cut across and go to the Speedway, but right now they're doing construction. So I'm gonna have to show you the longer way, but once the construction's done, you can just cut through there and head over to the Speedway. But technically we're gonna come in and just not park and head to the left to the exit. So you're not gonna park just yet. You're gonna go to the exit before heading to the Magic Kingdom. And you can kind of see all the construction going on. I haven't done this since I started doing this construction. That's why it kind of threw me for a loop. But this is just a little bit longer of a route to get to the Speedway. Then you want to just get to the right and exit off to the Speedway. The gas is $2.71, like the one at the first one I went to. And like I said, this is right outside the gate of the Magic Kingdom. Now I know some of you are saying, but Lee, I had to pay to park. I had to pay the $27 or whatever it is to park. Once you pay for parking, it's good all day. So you pay for your parking, you can come around, hit the Speedway. When you go back, you just show them your receipt that you already paid for the parking, they'll let you back in. And that goes for any park. Like if you were park hopping, you only pay parking once per day. It's $27. I think it's $27. And it's good all day long. But it's only good for one day. It's not good for the whole trip, just one day. Now this one was recently remodeled and it's really cool. It kind of takes you back to the 50s and it has some really cool artwork. And I'll show you some of that. This also has the best food options of all of the Speedways. Look at the signage. Family vacations start here. And if you look close enough, the kid in the back seat is wearing Mickey ears. And then we got this one, fuel for every tank. The artwork is pretty awesome. The artwork on this side is pretty cool too, and you'll see a little kid wearing the Mickey ears sitting in the middle of the seat of the station wagon. So this one has a lot more food options, basically because they have a cafe. They make subs, pizza, paninis, grilled wraps, and different snacks and sides, and it's basically a little touch screen you walk up to. And right now someone's using it, and I'll show you in a second. A lot of the workers come here and have lunch and sit right at these tables. So all you gotta do is just come in here, press the screen like if you wanted a sandwich. And actually the prices aren't bad for a full sub. They're $6.49. The most expensive $7.49. They have $5.99. Like I said, they have chicken tenders, paninis, wraps. The paninis are like $4. The wraps are $2.50 each. They must be pretty small. And the chicken tenders you get 3, 4, or 6. And it's $4, $5, $6. But good way to save money, because you are allowed to bring food into the parks. And you'll see they range in price. Basically the highest is $14.99. So from $7.99 to $14.99, you're gonna find a bottle of wine that will probably suit your needs. So it's a good idea if you want to save money at lunch, Magic Kingdom. Come get some cold subs, bring them with you. Plenty of places to eat inside the Magic Kingdom. Sit down, have your food, save you a lot of money. And you can spend that, take that money that you saved, spend it on a better dinner. That's what I would do. But the Speedway is definitely a way to save some money on drinks, food, snacks. And the gas isn't expensive. So if you drive, you don't have to worry about paying a lot more for gas. It's actually cheaper than most places in Orlando. And it's not much more than my cheapest gas station, which is, like I showed you in the beginning of the video, $2.69 a gallon, which is really cheap where I live. And it's only $2.71 here. And the one was, I think, a little more, $2.75, but it's not terrible. All right, guys, I hope you like this. I might do more money-saving videos, ways to help you save some money on your trips. If you do like the videos that we do, please subscribe. It means the world to us. Hit that like button. Ring the notification bell so you always know when a new video is headed your way. Thank you so much for watching. And now we're on to the next adventure, which for me is going to get another stroller. Bye, guys. Today's video brought to you by Orlando for Families. For amazing prices and even better customer service on all of your stroller rental needs for your Orlando vacation, visit them at the website listed below, www.orlandoforfamilies.com. Use the promo code Ohana to save 15% off of their already competitive prices.